Festivals in Nigeria, some of which date to the period before the arrival of the major religions in this ethnically and culturally diverse society. The main Muslim and Christian festivals are often celebrated in ways that are unique to Nigeria or unique to the people of a locality. The Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation has been working with the states to upgrade the traditional festivals, which may become important sources of tourism revenue. Port Harcourt Book Festival, Lagos Book and Arts Festival, Labaf, Kaduna Book and Art Festival, Kabafest, Eight Arts and Book Festival, Badagry Festival, Lagos Games Festival, LGF, Durbar Festival, Agogo Festival, Sango Festival, Agmashiekwa Carnival, Lagos Black Heritage Festival, Lagos Photo, Mr. Hobby Appreciation Festival, Osoriosos, Anang Festival of Arts and Culture, Iromo Festival in Ajidekiti, Nupde Festival, Abuja International Film Festival, Africa International Film Festival, Film, Eco International Film Festival, Film, Kaduna International Film Festival, Film, African Smartphone International Film Festival, Film, Calabar Carnival, Carnarant, Celebration, Guinea Culture Festival, Star Mega Jam, Nupde Festival, Anang Festival of Art and Culture, Agila Social and Economic Carnival, Argunga Fishing Festival, Carnarant, Io Festival, Festac 77, Guinea Culture Festival, Egu Festival, Imo Carnival, Lagmerku, Akaji Arandizwadu, Ofala Festival, Ojudoba Festival, Agmashiekwa Carnival, Olojo Festival, Oro Festival, Yam Festival, Nupde Festival. Songs of Nigeria Festival, So Knifes. Christians account for about 40% of the Nigerian population, living throughout the country but predominantly in the south. The main Christian festivals are Christmas and Easter. The way in which these holidays are celebrated often incorporates traditions from earlier religions. Christmas is held on December 25th each year to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. It is a public holiday in Nigeria. In Igbo land, in addition to a church service and distribution of gifts, the festivities may include MMO, masquerade, dancing, where men in their 20s or 30s dress in colorful costumes and wear masks. These masquerades, which predate the introduction of Christianity, honor the ancestral spirits. In some areas, palm branches are hung inside and outside the houses, signs of peace and symbols of Christmas. Easter is held to commemorate the crucifixion of Jesus Christ on Good Friday and to celebrate his resurrection 3 days later on Easter Sunday. It is a public holiday in Nigeria. Easter usually occurs in April. Easter Sunday is a joyful occasion, celebrated with feasting, dancing, drumming, and sometimes with public masquerades and dancers. Christmas and Easter may be times of heightened tension between Christians and Muslims in some areas. On Christmas Eve in 2010, at least 38 people were killed, including shoppers and church attendees. Members of the extreme Islamist sect Boko Haram were blamed for several incidents. Some reports placed the death toll as high as 80. In 2011, Easter occurred just after elections in which Goodluck Jonathan, a Southerner and Christian, had been elected president. Churches were burned in some parts of northern Nigeria, and some Christians were killed in post-election violence. About half of the population of Nigeria adhere to the Muslim religion, with Muslims living throughout the country but particularly in the north. 50% are Muslims, 40% are Christians, and 10% are other practiced religions. There are two main Muslim festivals, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Kabir, all national public holidays. The different ethnic groups in different locations have the same way for celebrating these festivals. The 3-day festival of Eid al-Fitr celebrates the end of the holy month of Ramadan, a period of fasting from dawn to dusk each day. The festival is a time to give charity to the poor, and to celebrate the completion of Ramadan with family and friends. Eid al-Kabir, known as Eid al-Adha elsewhere, or a festival of sacrifice, is an important religious holiday celebrated by Muslims worldwide to commemorate the willingness of Abraham, Ibram, to sacrifice his son Ishmael, Ismail, as an act of obedience to God, before God intervened to provide him with a ram to sacrifice instead. A ram, goat, sheep, cow, or camel is sacrificed, with the family eating part of the animal and donating the rest to the poor. The festival is celebrated on the 10th day of Dhul al-Hijjah, the last month in the Islamic calendar. Durbar festivals are celebrated at the culmination of Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Durbars have been held for hundreds of years in the northern states, notably the Dora Emirate, and gave an opportunity for conscripts to the army to display their skills as horsemen. In modern times, Durbars are held in honor of visiting heads of state. They include a parade, shows, and competitions. The horsemen are dressed in vividly colored costumes, with period weapons, and are accompanied by a drum corps and musicians. Modern Durbar festivals include prayers at the start of the day, followed by parades in town squares or in front of the local emir's palace. Horsemanship is still the main focus. Each group must gallop at full tilt past the emir, then halt and salute him with raised swords. Durbar festivals are being developed as important tourist attractions. The Argungu Fishing Festival is an annual 4-day festival in the town of Argungu in the northwestern Nigerian state of Kebbi. It began in the year 1934, as a mark of the end of the centuries-old hostility between the Sokoto Caliphate and the Kebbi Kingdom. The festival is held on the Sokoto River in February or March. Thousands of fishermen equipped only with nets compete to catch the largest fish. Other attractions include dance and music, sporting competitions, and exhibits of arts and crafts. People from various parts of the world come to see or look at this festival. Akaji Cultural Festival of Arandizwigu in Imo State is a popular festival that brings the Igbo-speaking community around the world together. Its origin dates back to over 5 centuries and it is acclaimed as the biggest Panigbo cultural community festival with strong heritage, international recognition, and is witnessed by thousands of people on a yearly basis. It is arguably the biggest cultural festival in Igbo land. In contemporary times, each passing year has witnessed an increase in grandeur, display, dance, sophistication and an all-inclusive participation of all Arandizwigu people and friends. The festival is marked with colorful display of different masquerades such as Ojanu, Ngbadike, Nwaboroja, and Ozombuan, prestigiously parading across the market square to the admiration of the public. The essence of the festival, which ranks among the best surviving traditional ceremonies of the Arandizwigu people, is to celebrate the harvest of the first yams. It serves to unify and foster ties among Aro people who are spread across the entire Igbo-speaking states and part of Cross River State. It appeals to the entire Igbo-speaking peoples both at home and in the diaspora. Akaji is a 4-day festival of propitiation, thanksgiving, and feasting which is held annually in March or April. Reckoned with the Igbo calendar, these 4 days correspond to one Igbo week of 4 market days, Ik, Hoi/Ori, Afon, and Nkwom. Each of these days has a special significance and represents one of the several dimensions of Akaji, a festival renowned for sumptuous feasting, fascinating masquerades, pulsating rhythms, and colorful performances. Traditional musical instruments used to accompany the masquerades are ekwe, wooden slit drum, of various sizes, ojin, metal gong, bells, maracas, and ojab, wooden flutes. The flutist is a very important element in the Akaji festival. He deftly communicates with the masquerades, weaving soulful melodies and blending esoteric messages into the intoxicating rhythm of the drums. Another interesting aspect of Akaji is the raconteur known as Iamambem, an imaginative tale delivered with a musical cadence that only the initiated can sometimes understand or comprehend. The importance of the flutist during Akaji festival is very vital, for he communicates things hidden from the ordinary eyes to the masquerades, combined with soulful melodies, steps, and gestures, blending esoteric messages into the intoxicating rhythm of the drums to the admiration of the crowd. During Akaji festival, on the last day, a ram is usually tied to a pole at a popular market square with a single thread. Somebody with the strongest protection from any juju of whatever type is expected to leisurely walk to the ram amidst heavy attempt with juju from other people to knock him down, maim him or kill him. Only the brave can participate in, while the not-so-brave will either abstain from or remain with the crowd as spectators. Only the brave can stand forward from the crowd, one after another and approach the tree with a view to untying the ram. However, each contender will be attacked by forces which are beyond the scope of this article to explain, with a view to stopping him reaching the ram. If overwhelmed, he will beat a retreat back to his starting point. Until eventually, the bravest among the masquerades participating in the competition for that year's festival, after overcoming all odds, will reach the ram and untie it and take it, to a thunderous applause by the spectators. This will be followed by visits to his house by fellow kinsmen with food and wine for elevating the status of his village. Each year this is used to commemorate the person in Arandiswadu and neighboring towns with the strongest juju or voodoo power. The Calabar Carnival has been held in Calabar since 2006, including band competitions, a parade, food, and dancing. It has been called Nigeria's biggest street party. The carnival may have as many as 50,000 costumed participants and 2 million spectators, and is broadcast on television across the country. It is the culmination of the month-long Calabar Festival. The Calabar Carnival holds at the end of the year in Nigeria, and in keeping with tradition, carnival teams march across the streets where they engage in colorful displays and competitions from which winners are selected and awarded. Participating teams usually rehearse for months in advance before the carnival date itself. The Carnival, English, Carne Rev, is an annual festival, held in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. The carnival starts few weeks before Christmas, and lasts for 7 days. During this time several ceremonial events are held, most of which hold some cultural and/or sacred significance. The Port Harcourt Carnival bears a certain uniqueness as it combines two carnivals, a purely cultural carnival and a contemporary Caribbean-style carnival in one. This gives it an edge over all other regional and continental carnivals, and presents with the principal advantage which must be consummately exploited. The government of Rivers State recognizes Carnival as its biggest tourism export. With economic interests increasingly identifying tourism as a viable alternative to the fossil fuel economy, especially in these parts, the state government has exhibited its commitment to developing this carnival into a regionally unrivaled and globally reckoned tourist attraction. Thus, it has always made available the necessary monetary backing needed for the event to hold every year, and has also worked hard through the Ministry of Culture and Tourism to see that it is held. The Ayo Festival is held in Lagos, Nigeria. It is usually performed in Lagos Island. Ayo also refers to the masquerades that come out during the festival. It is widely believed that Ayo is the forerunner of the modern-day carnival in Brazil. No one is to wear hats during the festival. The New Yam Festival of the Igbo people, or Arashi in the Idoma area, Iwag, Irig, or Ikg, depending on dialect, is an annual cultural festival by the Igbo people held at the end of the rainy season in early August. The Agogo Festival is an annual festival held in Ondo State, Nigeria. It is a festival that usually lasts for 17 days in which the Alowo of Owo and high chiefs of Owo Kingdom are dressed like women to celebrate and pay homage to Queen Oronsin, a mythical wife of Alowo Rirenjijin, in appreciation for her protection. Afaialuk, New Yam Festival, is a traditional festival held annually in Nui around August. The Afaialuk festival commences on each day with what is traditionally described as a waji, scaling of yam, and ikpanku, the wood gathering. This heralds the availability of new yam as well as thanksgiving to God. The festival includes a variety of entertainments including performance of ceremonial rites by the Igwe, king, cultural dance by girls and masquerade dance. The Ofala festival, also called Ofala Nui, is an annual ceremony practiced by the indigenes of Onitsha in Anambra State, southwestern Nigeria. The term Ofala, English, authority of the land, is derived from two Igbo words, Ofo, English, authority, and Ala, English, land. The festival, which is described as the most important surviving traditional ceremony of Onitsha indigenes, is celebrated within 2 days, mostly in December and January, in honor of the Obi, English, king. The Osun festival is held at the end of the rainy season, usually in August, at the Oshobo Sacred Forest. The week-long festival is held in honor of the river goddess Osun, an important Yoruba deity, and is attended by thousands of people. It includes ceremonies where priests seek protection for their local communities through gifts and sacrifices to the goddess. Sango Festival, also known as World Sango Festival, is usually held in August at the Palace of the Elephant of Oyo. The festival, which is observed in over 40 countries in the world, is held in honor of Sango, the thunder and fire deity. The Shero or Shadi flogging competition is a traditional rite of passage for Jaffan Fulani men. The youths, escorted by girls, are led into the ring of spectators bare-chested and armed with whips. As the noise of singing, drumming and cheering rises to a crescendo, each young man must stoically endure a flogging to demonstrate his manhood. The young man only qualifies to marry if he passes the test, which is administered by another youth of about the same age and size. Most do pass, but carry scars from the ordeal for the rest of their life. The Shero is generally staged at the time of the dry season guinea corn harvest, and again during the festival of Eid el-Kabir. Usually it lasts for a week and is held in a marketplace. There are other types of entertainment including dances, musical performances, and tricksters, but the flogging ceremony is the main event. Yam festivals are popular holiday in Ghana and Nigeria, usually held in the beginning of August at the end of the rainy season. It is named after yams, the most common food in many African countries. In Nigeria, dancers wear masks that reflect the seasons or other aspects of nature. People offer yams to gods and ancestors before distributing them to the villagers to give thanks to the spirits above them. Labaku is the name for the annual New Yam Festival celebrated in Ujep, Nigeria, one of the 5 settlements of Yakar, to honor of the earth goddess and the ancestral spirits of the land. The Iriji Mambo festival is held in Enugu State in August. At the festival, over 2,000 masqueraders from across Igbo land and from other states in Nigeria dance and give acrobatic displays, wearing unique and colorful costumes. In the Igbo tradition, masquerades are thought to be reincarnated dead ancestors, with supernatural powers. Ogun Festival is an annual festival observed by the Yoruba people of Ondo State, Nigeria in honor of Ogun, a warrior and powerful spirit of metalwork believed by the Yoruba to be the first god to arrive the earth. References